the shadow of the old oak tree where wildflowers dare to roam free. I heard her laughter mixed with the breeze, echo soft as a whisper, memories tease. Beneath that sky vast and wide, her voice once danced on the mountainside. In that quiet town where time stands still, my heart lies buried against my will. Her voice stood still in the rustling leaves, wrapped up in the cool autumn eve. As the sun dips low, casting sky so grand, her silhouette fades in the far-off land. Every whisper wind across the gravel road brings her back to me, though she never showed. Now the porch swings lone, the cabin's bare. Her scarf's the only thing she left there. Dust gathers where her boots once trod, along the paths our hearts once caught. The rains came down, washed her tracks away from the earth, from my soul she's gone astray. A rider wanders, his shadow cast long, chasing a ghost of a loved one strong. Her voice stood still in the rustling leaves, wrapped up in the cool autumn eve. As the moon climbs high over land so grand, her laughter echoes just out of hand. Every drifting cloud above the old mill reminds me she's gone, and I love her still. By the fading light I come to know the hardest trails are where we grow. Beneath these stars that we once watched together lies the solace that time might sever. And though I roam heart-worn and thin, in the silence her voice lives within. Her voice stood still in the rustling leaves, haunted by the brush of her gentle sleeve. As the dawn breaks soft over hills so grand, I tread alone in this vast quiet land. Every sunrise pink, every star a spell, in the choir of the night I bid farewell. Her voice stood still, and so shall I, underneath this lonesome, endless sky. In the shadow of the mesa where the oak tree used to stand, I found her scarf, a faded red, buried by the sand, where we carved our names in bark, now worn so feebly etched. There's a silence through the canyon, like a heart when love has left. Oh, the thorns stood still on that dusty hill, under skies of fire we swore forever. But flames turned to ash and the floods washed the past. Now I roam these lands alone, never tethered. Once there was laughter in the breeze and warmth within the cold. An old porch harbored secrets that young lovers boldly told. But the cabin stands empty, the door swings with no cause. Gravel roads, once our future, now just trace our past applause. Oh, the thorns stood still on that barren hill. Through the rain they watched my leaving. In the whispers of the wind I hear her grieving. I saddle up and into the dirt. My solace found in roaming, yet my curse is this earth. Yes, the thorns stood still while my restless will keeps me wandering through these quiet towns. With each setting sun I come undone in the wildlands where my heart was found. Oh, the thorns stood still, and I guess they always will. As the sunset fades, so too does her sound. In the town of Bryan, beneath the old oak shade, I first saw her smile as the daylight began to fade. The wind whispers secrets like old friends in the dark, her laughter a melody stark against the lark. The porch creaks softly under our weathered boots, sharing tales and whiskey, roots tangled in pursuit. Sundown painted her face in hues of gold and red. In that quiet town, my restless heart was led. Oh, rye stays deep within my soul, where whispers of the wind try to console. The oak, the porch, a scarf caught in the breeze, like a lonesome song carried with ease. In my dreams she's dancing, forever aglow. Grass stays, but her love had to go. Years have turned like pages, the oak now stands alone. Gravel roads less traveled, reclaimed by overgrown. Her scarf a faded memory, in the dusted lies. The cabin empty, safe from a silent cries. The rains came and washed away the tracks we made, leaving only echoes of the promises we laid. Now the sunsets bleed into a horizon unmet, in the heart of Rye, where my regrets are kept. Oh, Rye stays deep within my soul, where whispers of the wind try to console. The oak, the porch, a scarf caught in the breeze, like a lonesome song carried with ease. In my dreams she's dancing, forever aglow. Rye stays, but her love had to go. So here I wander, a shadow in the fading light, an old cowboy singing to the stars each night, holding on to a ghost in the dance of the past, wondering if memories are all that will last. Yes, Rye stays where my heart beats slow, in the whispers of the pines where the lost things go. The sun dips low, the night claims the sky, a cowboy alone with his reasons why. She's a part of the land, a part of the woe. Rye stays in my soul, but I had to let her go. the shadow of the oak where wild daisies grow, I heard her laughter mingle with the breeze so low. Underneath that sky as wide as a dreamer's heart, we carved our names, not just a faded part. Her scarf, a splash of red against the dust, fluttering like a flag, surrender to its trust. Her voice fell apart in the cold autumn winds, words scattered like leaves, her whispers thin. From the saddle to the porch, where empty swings sway, her echo wanders in the dusk where I lost my way. Each sunset drips down like tears on old stone. Her voice fell apart, and I ride these trails alone. Peeled away the paint from that old wooden door where laughter used to live. Now silence grips the floor, the path we walk now overtaken by the weeds. Lost tracks like my heart, choked by unspoken needs. The cabin holds the cold like the bed keeps the shape of her window. Stare blank like eyes that remember how we were. Her voice fell apart in the cold autumn winds, words scattered like leaves, her whispers thin. From the saddle to the porch, where empty swings sway, her echo wanders in the dusk where I lost my way. Each sunset drips down like tears on old stone. Her voice fell apart, and I ride these trails alone. How the river knows to bend inside, holding reflections of a cloudless sky. But in its depths it hides a stone so sharp, just like the pieces of my broken heart. Her voice fell apart like rain through my hands, fading footprints in soft sinking sands. Through whiskey dreams and the cold night's embrace, in every shadow I still search her face. Now every starfall reminds me of the start. Her voice fell apart, and so did my heart. Out where the oak trees shadow the old gravel road, I recall the soft sound of your scarf in the wind. Under the porch light of that weathered abode, you danced like the firelight that wouldn't rescind. Your laughter spilled like rain on that thirsty ground as the sun dipped low, turning day into art. But now it's just whispers of what we had found in the place where the fading light fell apart. Oh, my heart rides the trails where the wild winds blow, past cabins empty under skies vast and stark. Every sunset's a memory, fading slow in the shadows of the love that missed its mark. The echo of hoofbeats alone in the dark marks the cadence of a lonesome cowboy's heart. The saddle sits dusty on the old barn's rack, silent tales of the rides we used to share. Your scarf still a banner, now faded to black, hanging limp with no life left to declare. Once we roamed wild like the storms overhead. Now the thunder rolls in with no one to part. Each raindrop a tear that I've silently shed in the wake where the fading light fell apart. Oh, my heart rides the trails where the wild winds blow, past cabins empty under skies vast and stark. Every sunset's a memory, fading slow in the shadows of the love that missed its mark. The echo of hoofbeats alone in the dark marks the cadence of a lonesome cowboy's heart. Now I wander these hills, talking to ghosts. The horizon's my only faithful guide. Love's a lingering smoke. I'm the host to the ashes that I carry inside. So I'll ride through the tears of these wild dusty trails where my memories lay scattered and apart. Each night falls a curtain that never unveils the depth of the dusk in a cowboy's heart. Oh, the echo of hoofbeats alone in the dark sings the ballad where the fading light fell apart. In the shadow of an old oak tree, a saddle lays worn and free. It rests where once you rode beside, through amber fields so wide, so wide. Our laughs caught on the prairie wind in that quiet town where our dreams had been. But now the porch creaks lone and thin, echoes of you on the wind again. Oh, saddle forgotten, love lost to the breeze, dance with the dust and the autumn leaves. Where did you go when the love ran dry underneath that big yawning sky? Saddle forgotten, my heart just knows you're a whispering ghost on the path that grows. Gravel roads where we once lay, now just tracks that fade away. The cabin stands but the light's gone dim, an empty shell like the state I'm in. No laughter in the rafters, no warmth in the fire, just the cold hard echo of an unmet desire. The scarf you left, it's frayed and worn like the love we had, now tattered and torn. Oh, saddle forgotten, love lost to the breeze, dance with the dust and the autumn leaves. Where did you roam when the skies turned gray with the setting sun? You just slipped away. Saddle forgotten, the tears just flow down the creeks of memories. I'm scared to follow. If time is a healer, why's the pain so raw? With every sunset, it's you I draw in forgot my lone companion of old. Carry these stories untold, so untold. May the wind be your keeper, the earth hold you tight as I wander on through this endless night. Saddle for God, let the rivers run until my days are done, till they're all done in the fading light. You are always there, just a silhouette in the evening air. Under the shadow of an ancient oak tree, where the creek hums songs to the setting sun, we carved our names, wild hearts running free in that sacred place our love had begun. Your laughter tangled with the autumn breeze, boots lined with dust from roads we walked as one. Every whisper in the leather, a story of peace in those quiet towns where our dreams spun. Oh, how those boots whisper tales at night, echoes of you in the cold moonlight. Each creak of leather, a symphony of the past, dancing with shadows that time has cast. Our love, a lonesome trail gone cold. In boots whispers our story told. Years drifted by like leaves in that creek. The old porch swing sways, empty and worn. Through dust and rain, those boots would speak of laughter faded in hearts that were torn. The oak tree stands, but the initials fade. Lone cabin by the road, where love mourns in the silence of the trails where we once laid. Only footprints and memories are reborn. Those boots whisper tales at night, echoes of you in the fading light. Each creak a leather, a symphony of the past, dancing with shadows that time has cast. Our love, a lonesome trail gone cold. In boots whispers our story told. And as the sun dips behind the hill so far, I feel the pull of every distant star. In every grain of sand, in every wind's blow, lies the sweet sorrow of letting go. Your scarf still holds a scent of spring rain, a remnant of joy, a token of pain. So let those boots whisper as I walk alone, their tales of a love that's overthrown. Ghosts in the leather walking me home, under starlit skies, forever to roam. Our love, a lonesome trail gone cold. In boots whispers our story forever told. Underneath the old oak tree, where the shadows lean so long, I carved our names inside a heart. The world was right, nothing was wrong. That dusty trail to your porch, it knew my boots, knew my soul. But like the sunset steals the day, time came around, took its toll. Silence said nothing, but it screamed in my ears. Each whisper of the wind once you stood, now there's only my own shadow in the dust. Silence said nothing, but it told me all about us. The saddle hangs on the barn wall, the leather cracked like my worn heart, and that scarf you left behind is fading, tearing me apart. Gravel roads where we once laughed, now trails of tears under moonlit skies. Empty cabins, rooms full of ghosts, with love's echo, my lonesome cries. Silence said nothing, but it screamed in my ears. Each whisper of the wind holds the echoes of our years. Where once you stood, now there's only my own shadow in the dust. Silence said nothing, but it told me all about us. Rain falls on the old tin roof like the tears I've cried for you. Every drop of memory faded, but somehow still feels new. In the quiet of this night, under stars that we once knew, I'm learning that letting go is something I can't just choose. Silence said nothing, and yet it speaks so true. Each whisper of the wind is a bit of me, a part of you. Now I walk these trails alone, where our laughter once had flowed. Silence says nothing, but it's the only voice I've known. Silence says nothing as I let you go. But in my heart, oh in my heart, it's where your memory forever roams. Out where the oak shadow lays, long on the ground, I found a scar by that old ghost town. The sun dipped low, like it knew her name, painted her memory across the plains in flame. Lost trails sang where we used to ride, and underneath the stars I've got nowhere to hide. The wind whispers secrets in a language that's dead. Oh, how I wish I could forget what she said. The years roll by like thunder across a dry sky. That old porch creaks with my lonesome side. The cabin's empty, the fire's long cold, dust covers dreams and youth feels old. Lost trails sing where we used to ride, underneath the stars I've got nowhere to hide. The wind whispers secrets in a language that's dead. Oh, how I wish I could forget what she said. By the river bend, the water still knows the reflection of her face in the afterglows. My saddle's worn, my heart's worn too. In the silence of the rain, all I see is you. Lost trail sank where our love once lay. Gravel roads and sunsets, now just lead me astray. I ride out alone with the dust biting cold. Lost trails sink, but the story's all told. A trail once etched in the land in my heart, now just a path where shadows start. Lost trail sink, and with it my soul in this wild land loves a tale to hold. Down by the creek where the wild oaks grow, I first saw her in the spring soft glow. Her laugh was a melody, played low and sweet, under the shade where our two worlds meet. But now the oak leaves will whisper her name into the breeze. My heart walked away with hers beneath those ancient trees. The sunset paints her memory across the sky, but under these stars alone, all I do is cry. We shared our dream on an old porch swing. Her scarf a splash of color in the autumn's cling. The cabin's empty where laughter used to ride. Only dust dances now where our secrets used to hide. And the oak leaves still whisper her name into the breeze. My heart walked away with hers beneath those ancient trees. Every sunset steals a color I used to know, leaving just shadows where we used to glow. By the gravel road I pause and see her trace. In the fading trail, a gentle, lingering grace. What's gone is gone, like the river's endless flow. She's a part of every place I go. Yes, the oak leaves will whisper her name into the wind, a reminder that some loves once lost never end. Now every sunset lets her memory invade. Silhouettes of what was in the twilight start to fade. The wind carries away the song of our yesterday. Heart walked away, but her soul's here to stay. In the heart of a dusty, forgotten town, where the gravel roads kissed the sun-stained ground, there stood an oak by an old wood porch, where I carved our names in the twilight scorch. Scarves danced in the springtime breeze, memories as thick as the wild oak trees. Porch closed her eyes when you said goodbye. Now the stars don't light up our patch of sky. Every creak in the boards a soft-spoken lie, echoes of footsteps, just you and I. Still the wind calls your name through the canyon, side porch closed her eyes. Oh, how she cried. Years flew like leaves from the sycamore. That old cabin's charm, now a faded lore. The saddle sits dusty, hadn't seen a ride since the day the echoes of our love died. Rain taps the shingles, a lonesome tune dances with my heart. Out of time, out of tune. Porch closed her eyes when you said goodbye. Now the stars don't light up our patch of sky. Every creak in the boards, a soft-spoken lie, echoes of footsteps, just you and I. Still the wind calls your name through the canyon, side porch closed her eyes. Oh, how she cried. I wander these trails where the wild roses grow, searching for what was lost long ago. The sunset still bleeds, oh, but it knows that even the wildest river someday slows. Yet in the twilight your shadow still shows. Porch closed her eyes and I swallowed the pain. Under the weeping low, I'll whisper your name. Every sunset that fades, it's never the same. For the porch closed her eyes in this quiet, lonesome game. And the stars, once our map, now just old flickering flame. Porch closed her eyes, nothing's the same. Porch closed her eyes, nothing's the same. Out by the creek where the cottonwoods grow, we carved our names in the bark so low. The summer wind through the branches would sway those whispers of love now far away. And an old oak tree bears the scars we made. Under its shade our promises lay. Memory washed away like dust down a lonesome road. Each step I take farther from the love I've known. The sunset bleeds, colors all turn to gray. In the heart of a cowboy, where night meets the day. Memory washed away with the rain on the old porch swing. This wandering soul beneath the stars no longer sings. The cabin sits empty where laughter once filled the air. Now just echoes of your voice linger there. Your scarf on the hook still smells like spring rain. My heart holds the ache like the plains hold the plains down the gravel path where our dreams used to play. Only shadows remain as the light fades away. Memory washed away like dust down a lonesome road. Each step I take farther from the love I've known. sunset bleeds, colors all turn to gray. In the heart of a cowboy, where night meets the day, memory washed away with the rain on the old porch swing. This wandering soul beneath the stars no longer sing. And oh, how the rivers run to places new. What wouldn't I give for one more day with you? But time like the dust slips through these old hands, lost in the winds over these wild, wild lands. Memory washed away like tracks on the desert floor. Looking back, can't see them, not anymore. The sunset's fire, now just a cooling ash. Hold on to the heartache as long as it lasts. Memory washed away, but in my dreams you'll stay, whispering love on that windswept forgotten day.
In the shadow of the oak tree by the river bend, I carved our names inside a heart so bold. The sun kissed the earth on that dusty gravel land, where your laughter mingled with tales I told. Long ride carved on my old worn saddle, memories like scars upon my soul. Every creek and trail, your absent shadow in this lonesome heart, an endless toll. Porch still creaks where we dance 'neath starlit skies, now just echoes in a cabin cold and bare. The scarf you left now faded under western cry, with a wind that whispers through the silent air. Long ride carved on my old worn saddle, memories like scars upon my soul. Every creek and trail, your absent shadow in this lonesome heart. Rain falls like tears on the old window pane, each drop a moment, a whisper of your name. The trails grow over, but my heart won't change. In the dust of the plains, love remains, love remains. Long ride carved where the wildlands knew, in the quiet towns under skies so blue, forever etched the life we once knew, carved deep in the land, carved deep in me too. Sometimes a man's just a whisper in the wind, feeling everything, letting go yet holding within.
Out where the oak tree shadows lay long on the ground, I found your scarf, a ghost on that old porch swing. In the town where gravel roads wrap their dusty arms around, beneath the sunset's blaze your laughter used to cling. Long ride shut the door on the winds of yesterday, saddle worn, heart torn by the miles I rode away. Each hoofbeat a reminder of the promises we swore, echoes of you haunt every trail I explore. Cabin stands empty like the pages of our days. Windows stare like eyes filled with the dust of dawn. Once we danced in rain, now I shuffle through life's maze, fading trails like our dreams, all but overrun. Long ride shut the door on the winds of yesterday, saddle worn, heart torn by the miles I rode away. Whispers of your voice swirl like leaves around my core. In the silence of the plains I hear you no more. There's a stillness in the air where a wild river flows, and I reckon that's the sound of letting go. But the heart is a stubborn beast beneath this cowboy's load. Beneath the starry skies, my love for you in shadow still aglow. Long ride, shut the door, let the nightfall hide my pain. Trails in, my friend, where your memory remains. Every star a story, every breeze whispers your lore. In the echoes of the night I close the door. So I'll ride under the moon where the quiet rivers bend. Maybe all a lonesome cowboy can do is pretend that every sunset isn't just another sad amen, but a path that might one day lead me back again.
In the quiet town where the oak tree shadows lie, I found an old flannel shirt hanging dry. Smelled like smoke and whispered tales of you. In the seams of laughter we once knew, where gravel roads kiss the setting sun, we chased dreams loose and young. And that porch, its creaks knew all our songs. Now it moans for days long gone. But the flannel shirt said nothing as the wind played through its threads, silent like the stars above old beds, carrying
lost love instead. Time wore down the trails we used to roam. Wildflowers cover the path to what was home. That riverbed where our promises were cast, now just a whisper among the reeds and grass. The saddle hangs, the horse long sold, dusty echoes of tales untold. Your scarf still holds a scent of rain, a sweet remembrance mixed with pain. But the flannel shirt said nothing as the wind played through its threads, silent like the stars above old beds, echoing heartbeats of our lost love instead. Beneath the vast and endless sky I roam, every sunset edge a reminder of home. The loneliness grips like winter's chill, yet in this silence love lingers still. Oh, the flannel shirt said nothing while the whole world seemed to weep. In its folds my weary heart seeks, dreams of you it keeps and keeps, as I wander beneath heaven's vast and deep. The flannel shirt says nothing, but I feel everything. There's an old flannel shirt in the bottom drawer, weathered and worn like the soul it wore. Through the whispering oaks near the creek it knew, beneath the vast restless skies of blue, I can still see her there, laughing wild and free in that sunset glow, forever etched in me. Flannel shirt whispers soft and low, they sing of a love lost long ago. Under wide western skies I roam apart, with the echoes of her laughter haunting my heart. Once we dreamed on a dusty gravel road, plans like the wildflowers round us so. But seasons turned from gold to gray, and that storm rolled in, took her far away. Now the porch swings empty, the cabin's cold, with only memories for me to hold. Flannel shirt whispers soft and low, they sing of a love lost long ago. Under wide western skies I roam apart, where the echoes of her laughter haunting my heart. I roam these hills like a shadow in the rain, each drop a syllable, spelling out her name. Maybe in the rustle of the leaves or the wind's sad song is where the heart of a wandering man belongs. Flannel shirt whispers an old refrain, echoing through the pines like a sweet soft pain. I'll ride these trails where the wild winds dart, with her whispers wrapped tight around my heart. Flannel shirt whispers never let me go, in the silence of the night they're the only love I know. I don't know, I know.
underneath the oak where shadows wrestle with the light. I carved our names inside a heart, the edges sharp and bright. The creek sang soft beside us on that early summer's eve. Your scarf a splash of sunset, a hint you'd soon would leave. A hollow heart cries on the wind, whispering through the pines. Each gust of memory faded like old whiskey mixed with wine. The saddle's worn, the leather cracked, but still I ride along, chasing echoes of your laughter across the stones. The porch still creaks, the swings untouched, it sways with phantom breezes. Gravel roads we wandered once, now overgrown with reason. Your empty chair, the dusty glass, that cabin feels so cold. In the silence of your absence, the sunset's gold turns old. A hollow heart cries on the wind, whispering through the pines. Each gust of memory faded like old whiskey mixed with wine. The saddle's worn, the leather cracked, but still I ride alone, chasing echoes of your laughter across the stones. By the fading trails of yesteryears, where our wild dreams once roamed, I wander through the twilight, my spirit far from home. The stars don't shine as brightly since the heavens saw you go. In the quiet of the prairie, my heart beats slow. Hollow heart cries on the wind, a song that never dies. The pain of letting go beneath the sprawling skies. The saddle's worn, the leather cracked, but still I ride along, with echoes of your laughter off the stones.
In the shadow of the oak, beneath the wide blue sky, a wagon wheel rests silent where the scarves of lasses lie. Echoes of laughter under stars that now seem dim. This trail of dust and memories, it all leads back to him. The wagon remembers, oh, those days now gone so far, as the evening calls the sunset and the night seeks out its star. Old porches creaking softly in the whisper of the wind. The wagon remembers love and the pain that dances in. Once rode the gravel pathways, now overgrown and lost. The weight of empty saddles and the lines that love has crossed. The rain washed away the footprints on the porch where she once stood. Only echoes fill the silence of the cabin and the wood. The wagon remembers, oh, those days now gone so far, as the evening calls the sunset and the night seeks out its star. Old porches creaking softly in the whisper of the wind. The wagon remembers love and the pain that dances in. sky, holding on to a ghost of fragrance as the world slowly passes by. Tales spun in the twilight of what could and what might have been. The heart holds on to what the mind tries to forget. In the play of shadow and sin, the wagon remembers beneath the weight of stars above. Each creak a verse of lost love sung, each turn a twist of love. As the trail winds lonesome to where wild lands begin, the wagon carries memories in the silence, thick and thin.
Out where the oak trees whisper low, under that vast unending sky, we carved our names years ago on the creek bank where old lovers lie. Your scarf had danced a wild free tune beneath the porch light's gentle sway. Our shadows cast by the silver moon promised forever, then you slipped away. Lonely fire, shut the door on this heart that knows your name. The wind's a cruel storyteller, fanning old flames, calling your name. Every ember's just a memory glowing neath the ash of yore. Carry me back or let me be. Lonely fire, shut the door. Now the saddle's worn, the trails are fading, gravel roads don't sound the same. The cabin's empty, the laughter's jaded, echoes of you I still claim. Where once we roamed, the wild unkempt now stands a quiet, lonesome view. A landscape change, just faint imprints of a love that once I knew. Lonely fire, shut the door on this heart that knows your name. The wind's a cruel storyteller, fanning old flames, calling your name. Every ember's just a memory glowing neath the ash of yore. Carry me back or let me be. Lonely fire, shut the door. So here I stand in the whispering rain, asking the sky what remains, for the dust to settle, for the pain to wane, for the sun to rise and dispel this chain. Lonely fire, shut the door, let the shadows claim the floor. If love's a tale of before, then let silence speak forevermore. Yes, lonely fire, shut the door, leave me be to wander the core of a heart that beats, a heart that tore. Lonely fire, shut the door. Close the past, let the embers die underneath that sprawling starlit sky.
In the shadow of the oak, where our names were once carved deep, the wind whispers secrets that old wood can't keep. Underneath the half-lit moon, near the creek where we met, lies a worn-out saddle, ain't no rider been said. Oh, the fading light shut the door on what used to porch lights fading out to sea. Your scarf still hangs on the hook beside my worn-out hat. In the silence after sunset, only memories come back. Now the townsfolk seldom speak the love that we had, like a rain-washed inscription, something good turned to sad. Cabins empty where laughter danced through open doors. Now it's just a hollow echo on those dusty wooden floors. Yes, the fading lights shut the door on what used to be. Gravel roads and porch lights fading out to sea. Your scarf still hangs on the hook beside my worn-out hat. In the silence after sunset, only memories come back. By the riverside, I let the currents take your song. It's in the wild lands we wandered that my heart still roams along. As the stars up above start to mimic our old fire, I realize some doors that close fuel a never-ending pyre. And the fading lights shut the door, but oh, in dreams you're never far. Echoes of hoofbeats and heartbeats beneath the same old stars. Still your scarf and that old hook, where past and present meet. In the quiet night, the ghost of you is the shadow next to me. As the night winds call, I know I can't reclaim or restore. For the fading light shut the door. Yes, the fading light shut the door.